We're with Thor Skancke. How you doing, sir?
Doing all right.
So you have a gym out in Newburyport Park?
Newburyport Park, California, next to the 101 freeway. That's why we call it 101 Boxing Club. It's my gym.
Okay, so you teach boxing, Muay Thai, things like that?
Teach boxing, Muay Thai, MMA, just basic life skills that'll get you through your day-to-day, also get you in shape, good cardio, good for the mind and body.
How'd you get into working out in martial arts?
Well, I'm a professional fighter. I got over 20 professional fights. My last fight was a Bellator, and I'm 38 years old, but I do consider myself the future of combat sports. So, basically fuck these kids. These guys, are you fighting? Don't do it, bro. It's not, there's no money in it. My last fight, they tried to pay me in muscle milk, so it's not worth it.
Okay. What are the benefits? What are the things you're teaching at your gym and helping people?
I used to think it got you chicks and stuff, but honestly, I'm about to get married, so that doesn't even matter anymore. Just tell girls you're a race car driver, it works way better. They never check to see if you're actually a race car driver.
Right? Just wear the jumpsuit.
So, yeah, it's like we're going to Google. The guy looks, can you name like a top 10 Dale Earnhardt?
Right? Right? Who cares?
If I told a girl my name is Dale Earnhardt, she'd be like, okay, sure.
But it helps being in shape, right?
Yeah, but you could get in shape from jogging, do all kinds of stuff. Look, I teach cardio kickboxing, which is great. That's for getting in shape. But actual fighting, I don't understand it. I think it's crazy. We got people breaking their legs now every time they walk into the octagon. Like people's body parts are falling apart. It's not really worth it anymore. It's just the fighting part. I don't know. There's no money in it. We got like TikTokers making fun of us right now. We got Jake Paul basically like calling out Dana White. I don't really see a whole lot of reason to do it. If you want to get in fight, go fight. Like right now they got fights. This is cool. This is a free. You're not getting paid, but
Right. You're not making a career out of it, but it's still something fun and healthy to do.
Healthy. It's fun.
If you don't break your leg.
It's fun.
Well, see, that's what we found. It's Fight Famous, but we've found by going to interview fighters, some of the more interesting stories were just the average person who just got out of COVID, started training a week ago, and starts crying, telling us about how she was all depressed, and now she's got all these friends, she's working out and feeling better.
Yeah.
It seems like something like that is more of the end game or the goal with like your gym. You're getting paid, you got a successful gym.
Yeah, but none of those people really want to be fighters. Look, you want to do cardio. Look, I tell all my fighters, I got 2 fighters fighting on the card. I don't want them to go pro. One is going to college, the other one's a successful model. If these kids told me that they wanted to go pro, I'd probably beat the shit out of them myself. I don't want that happening to them. It's just, my first fight I started fighting because I had no other options. I was in a bad way. I was 20 years old already, fucked my whole life up. And I said, all right, I'll fly down to Costa Rica and take this fight. And it was a pro fight. I got beat up pretty bad in that one, and then decided to come back and start really training. And, I won my next one, and then it just kind of became something I was known for and something I did. But if you think of things rationally and logically, if you have any other options, don't get into fighting.
So what about the martial arts aspect? If you're not fighting, you don't want to be a pro fighter, is there something like the discipline, things like that you can take that might translate to another career, like going to college and showing up on time, stuff like that?
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, training, good. Training, good. Fighting, bad. Until they start paying people more, it's crazy. It's absurd what we're getting paid. It's just, it's a joke, when I tell people really, you see the look on some of these kids' face, I tell them real, they're like, oh man, how much did you make in your last fight for Bellator, I tell them how much I made, they're like, oh, dude, it's all good. And it's not like people just see the 15 minutes you show up and fight.
Right. And that's why we want to get the stories behind the people about the other stuff, because there's so much more to it.
I trained for that fight for 2 months. 2 months I trained for that damn fight.
And now you own a gym, and that's probably a little better than fighting.
Yeah, it's pretty good. COVID came and really bent me over a table, but we're back on our feet now, and by the grace of God, we're going to be up and running again, But, yeah, dude, COVID was no good for anybody, I know I'm not the only person that went through that, but, it's just I'm just happy to still have my business, and I love my community. I love my fight family. You know what I mean? And I love everyone that trains in my gym. And you guys are the reason we're doing it, and you guys are the reason I'm still here. You know what I mean? This is great. That's why I'll come all the way down here to Carlsbad. I'm in the valley. You know what I mean? You're familiar with I live in the valley. My gym is in Thousand Oaks. I drive all the way down here for these kids because they're the reason why we do this. You know what I mean? It's for them. It's not for anything else.
Who are some of the kids that you're helping out or training?
Oh, right now we got Zach Taylor. He's a male model. Which I mean, if he gets punched in the face too hard, his career is probably over there. I mean, so I'm not going to tell him that before he goes out there. Somebody gives him some nerves or something to think about. Oh. All right. And then I got. I didn't think you'd hear me. He's going to be fine though. And then we got Cruz Nix, who's a monster, bro. You watch this kid fight; he's really good. And but he's going to college and stuff. And I trained the kid since he was a little guy about that big, and really proud of him.
Kind of a mentor.
I hope
no
not.
Pressure. No pressure.
God, I hope not. No, he's going into journalism, so that's awesome, right? That's what you guys are. I hope that's what you're majoring in, bro.
Hey.
So yeah, man. I just say I'm proud of these kids, man, and I'm, and look, dude, I love coming to these events because I see a lot of old faces that I know from coming up and fighting and training, and I shared wrestling rooms and fight gyms with a lot of these guys getting ready for fights. A couple of them here, So it's cool, man. It's like a little high school reunion kind of thing.
It's the fight family.
Fight family. It's cool. Just wish we got paid more.
Right. So how can we find you? If someone wants to go to your gym, they want to meet you, they want to learn some stuff, hang out with your fighters?
Yeah, so 101boxingclub.com, and then you got Thor 818 on Instagram, then you got 101 Boxing Club on Instagram. And anytime, we got a really friendly gym, you come inside and, it's for everybody. Like my thing is I believe in boxing for everybody. We have a Parkinson's program. We train people that have Parkinson's disease. So, really I try to make it inclusive to everybody. Like we're not a fight gym, you know what I mean? Like, we got fighters there, sure. If you want to come and mix it up, there are people that can accommodate you know what I mean? We do have sparring, we have all that stuff. But I really believe that the benefits of Muay Thai, the benefits of boxing are not just coming in here and fighting to make money, you know what I mean? Like that's Thailand. You go to Thailand, that's what those gyms are for, you know what I mean? Out here, really, it's good for your mind, body, and soul. Like I said, it's just, your body's a byproduct of your sport, and you see it. These guys are ripped.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Got it. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.